The world doesn't need any more blogs, podcasts, or online courses. This is a common belief that many people have when they think about creating online. I have this crazy idea that says we need 100 times more creators. So where does this come from? Think about the history of books. After the printing press, there were scores of new books, pamphlets, all sorts of things printed and mass distributed for the first time. People at that time said, wow, there are way too many books. We have enough books. However, just think about how many books have been written about religion. There's probably a new and interesting book being written about religion right now that's worth reading. As somebody that's created digital products, online courses, I hope this isn't the end point. I don't think my stuff is transformative enough. I'm always trying to improve this stuff, but I hope there's better stuff that's emerged over the next 5 years. I hope I'm also part of it, but we'll see. I'm sure there will be new, younger people that come along and use new technologies. The way young people are using video right now is blowing away a lot of how the older generation, including mine, the millennials, are thinking about video. Two interesting people to follow on the future of online learning, I think, are Tiago Forte and David Perell. I generally agree with their theses that the future of online learning is going to be built around people with deep expertise and pairing that with a skill for entertainment and persuasion. Just think about how much of an impact something like Khan Academy has done. This one person started drawing and sending videos to his relative on how to do math problems. And suddenly this has helped people understand math all around the world. I think we're just at the tip of the iceberg in thinking about how we spread ideas. I can think of many topics I'd love to explore through an online course. And I think with the pandemic, with more people working from home, more companies saying you can now work remotely, online learning is going to be more of a norm than saying you have to go in person to this 5-day corporate training, or you have to go to 2 years to this grad school to learn the appropriate skills. You can go on YouTube, or you can pay and find the person that's curated and made sense of a topic in a way that you already resonate with, because you might be following them, and say, hey, I'm gonna pay this person money, I'm gonna join their cohort, I'm gonna join their community, and I'm gonna figure out this new skill on this new path. And there are so many opportunities for that to emerge. Overall, I think the future of education is happening in two worlds. So one is the institutional world. This is more of a top-down change. This is places like MIT, Harvard, and they're really bolting on solutions to their existing way of delivering education. This is why they often haven't been that successful. They're a little awkward. They can't really get around the fact that people are paying for the signaling of the credential, right? And they also are paying for exclusivity for access in the cases of a place like Harvard, right? If Harvard admitted everyone in the world and gave them an official Harvard degree, it would devalue the signal that Harvard sends. So they have to figure out how to do that. I don't think you're going to see the most interesting things emerge from this institutional world. The more interesting side in future of online learning, I think, is the bottom-up change, which is individuals, people like me, are playing a very, very, very small part in that, and others creating courses based on what they know, based on what they're passionate about. And increasingly, people are using courses as a way to figure out what they know. If you follow people like Jim Kwik, he says one of the best ways to learn something and remember it is to actually teach it to somebody. Because I've found this as well, when you have to teach something to someone, you have to actually figure out what you know, one, and then two, figure out how to actually explain it to someone, which is much harder. So my takeaway, online learning, I think the future is bright. I think we're at like phase 1 of 100 right now. It's really early. We need more experiments, more creativity, more and new interesting ways of integrating technology, thinking about cohorts, thinking about integrating people across the world using online communities. Man, it's an exciting time. I want more people to create. I want more people to create online courses and just share what they know online.